What's going on, guys? Today we're diving into one of the biggest trades of the offseason. Karl-Anthony Towns is headed to the New York Knicks, while the Minnesota Timberwolves are bringing in Julius Randle, Donte DiVincenzo, and a protected first-round draft pick. This trade has set the NBA community buzzing already, with massive implications for both teams. Let's break it all down, looking at the stats, the fit, and whether this trade was a win or a gamble. The trade itself is a blockbuster. The Knicks acquire Karl-Anthony Towns, one of the best offensive big men in the league. In return, Minnesota gets Julius Randle, a former all-star power forward, alongside with sharpshooter guard Donte DiVincenzo. But what does this mean for both teams? Let's start by taking a closer look at Karl-Anthony Towns. Last season, Towns averaged 21.8 points, 8.3 rebounds, and shot nearly 40% from three, making him one of the most versatile bigs in the game. With his ability to stretch the floor and score inside, Towns adds a new dimension to this Knicks offense. On the flip side, Minnesota gets Julius Randle, a power forward who averaged 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists before injuries slowed him down last season. While Randle isn't the shooter Towns is, he brings playmaking ability and a lot of that toughness inside. Now, let's talk about the Timberwolves. This trade is about more than just swapping players. It's about the long-term vision for Minnesota. The team is clearly building around their young superstar Anthony Edwards, and this trade allows them to do that. Towns, who is an elite player, was on an expensive contract with a $224 million extension. And with Rudy Gobert also on the books, the Timberwolves were headed into a luxury tax hell. By trading Towns now, they free up future flexibility while still remaining competitive with Randle and DiVincenzo. Julius Randle is a great fit as someone who can take on offensive pressure and play alongside Edwards. DiVincenzo adds much needed shooting as he knocked down over 40% of his three-pointers last season. But there is a big question here. Should the Timberwolves have traded Gobert instead? Many fans already believe Gobert's fit with the team is still a little awkward, especially on the offensive end. Keeping him might limit Minnesota's spacing, as Gobert and Randle together aren't great from three. However, with Anthony Edwards taking over as the clear leader of this team, the Timberwolves may prioritize Gobert's elite defense to balance things out a little more. Now, what about the Knicks? This trade shows that they're going all in. Pairing Karl-Anthony Towns with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby gives them a serious contenders lineup. Towns' ability to score from beyond the arc and inside will help the Knicks stretch the floor, especially when Mitchell Robinson returns from injuries. But there are some concerns. Towns isn't known for his defense. He's more of an offensive force, and the Knicks are losing some of the interior toughness by trading away Randle and DiVincenzo, both of whom contributed on the defensive end. Tom Thibodeau is known for pushing his teams hard defensively, so the question is, can Towns handle Thibodeau's system? The Knicks might find themselves lacking on the defensive end, especially against top-tier teams like the Celtics and the Bucks. Let's look ahead a little bit. For the Timberwolves, this trade sets them up to focus fully on Anthony Edwards. Randle can take on a secondary role, and DiVincenzo will add depth to their backcourt. Plus, the Pistons' protected first-round pick could become a valuable asset in future moves or drafts. For the Knicks, this is a win-now move. They're banking on Towns helping them compete at the highest level, but they've sacrificed depth and defensive stability in doing so. The long-term success of this trade will depend on Towns' ability to mesh with the Knicks system and stay healthy. So what do you think? Did the Timberwolves get a good deal by being able to build around Anthony Edwards and the long-term success while still getting two good players? Or did the Knicks pull off a heist by landing Towns? Will the Timberwolves be able to space the floor, and will the New York Knicks defense be able to hold up against top teams in the NBA? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more NBA. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.